Hello, people of the internet. So, I guess we're going to talk about cleaning tools, and it's one of those oddball things. So I don't do a lot of shorts. What brought this about? What brought this about? I don't do a lot of shorts, but every now and then something, and I make one. And I made one a while back, a handful of months ago. An old oscillating tool that I had died. And, made the offhand joke about how cheap tools just don't last because I only got like 15 years out of it or something like that. And it's tongue-in-cheek. You can tell the tool is extremely clean. Oscillating tools are not my go-to. But with the amount of views and the amount of comments I got, it's overwhelming talking about how clean the tool is and how you don't use your tools. You're one of those people that just buys something and lets it sit. And for some tools, that is true. And in the case of that oscillating tool, it is a little bit true. But I had done a good amount of work with that tool. It sat, but I used it multiple times every month. Or at least most months. So it kind of got me thinking that, do people just not, clean tools and take care of their tools? And I've been in a couple of different situations where, you're rushed and you don't always have that time available. You're likely not going to get paid for that time. So it's something you have to just take pride in your stuff and do. But at the same time, if you're not cleaning your tools out, you're gonna ruin them. They're not going to hold up. They're not going to last. You're gonna have a lot of miscellaneous difficulties that you probably shouldn't have. But it comes out, and it really boils down to you're not taking the 5 minutes at the end of the day to knock them out. And not everything has to be serviced every day. I used to go through mine like maybe once a month, unless something was really bad. You get a goopy or something, you clean them up when you're using them. But I do mine every so often. It's fine. And there's a lot of key points in keeping tools clean that help extend the tool life. If you are in a high dust situation, whether that be grinding, using an oscillating tool to do like sheetrock work, something like that, it's very important to clean out like the tool vents and stuff. Take I'll probably grab one down show here in a little bit. But woodworking with sawdust, things like that. Take the air gun every so often and, blow them out after every tool use. Blow them out after, once or twice a month, something like that. Whatever your frequency is, however it works best for you, get that stuff out of there. I'm not saying disassemble the tool to bare bones and hand detail every part, but get the bulk of the stuff off of there. Having spent time repairing tools, I rebuilt, replaced a large number of tools, and a lot of them were either neglect or abuse from the operator, and that's something that everybody has to take time and effort and do. If you're in a situation where you don't own the tools and it's not your problem, hey, more power to you. I'm glad. That's great. For the rest of us, if we're spending our hard-earned money on a tool, I don't care if it's a quarter. I don't care if it's $4,000. You need to take care of it. I've seen guys go sell their soul for a $20,000 tool, and it looks like you just pulled it out of the dismal swamp. It's just always covered in grease. It's always covered in grime. It's like, man, you couldn't even bother to take a paper towel or a rag and just, your shirt, just wipe it off. But, like I said, the comments kind of got me thinking. I'm wondering, hey, are people just not? Does nobody just clean anything anymore? So I got a few tools out, and I figured we'd go over a couple of little things, what I do. I do use brake clean to clean some of them every so often, but mostly like my full polished chrome stuff. It doesn't have a soft grip handle. wrenches. Wrenches are good for that. Spray them down with brake clean, wipe them off, boom, done. You know, my full chrome ratchets and stuff, spray them down with brake clean, wipe them down, and you're good to go. It's over and done with. But let's look at the way some of these look, and I'll tell you how old they are. And, you know, like I say, just wiping them down every little bit. Sometimes after every job, sometimes once, once a month, once every couple months, something like that. But it's what's convenient, and I'll point out, especially with ratchets, I'll point out some ratchets and air tool spots that people always tend to neglect, and you should go ahead and you should do those things. So, let's see if I can get the camera set. I know, my lovely wall. My empty can collection. The scrap guys love me because I leave everything out for the scrap guys. Let's see here. Get the tripod. My hand-picked assortment of tools. This New Britain 3/8 ratchet I've had forever. I even got it used. Focus camera? Can we focus? Maybe? No. Yep, there we go. There we go. And you can see there's goop and gunk. I need to take a wire brush to this one and get stuff out of the handle. But, this guy's been good to me for, shoot, over a decade. And you can see it's dirty in there. I haven't cleaned. Maybe can't. Camera. There. You can see it's dirty in there. I haven't cleaned it out in a little bit. But, with ratchets especially, maybe, depending on use, maybe once, twice a year, something like that. You should open them up, clean them out, put new grease in, put them all back together, and you will get tons and tons of use out of these. Like I said, I got this one used, and I've had it for 20 years, and it's still a great 3/8 ratchet. Same thing. This is my go-to Snap-on 1/4-inch drive ratchet. I've had this for probably 15 years. Maybe not that long, maybe closer to 12, but I use this every time, just about. If I'm doing something with a 1/4 ratchet, I am probably using this guy. It is my favorite. Harbor Freight pick that I've had for 20 years. Still gets the picking job done. Man, I can't get this thing to focus to save its life. There we go. 4K Ultra HD camera. Yeah. And you can tell it's dirty and whatnot. It's got stuff in the plastic from years and years of use. But it still gets wiped down and cleaned up before put away. Another one. This is a Snap-on one, but you can kind of see it's a little dirty. It's a little bit. But this is another one. It's about 10 years old, and I don't know. Looks in pretty decent condition. Another ratchet. Now, one of the things on like air tools, I probably grabbed the wrong one because this one doesn't. This one has a plug in it. You can take this out and you can get grease in there. This is another one I've had for about 20 years. It's been through a lot of projects, a lot of use, and it's in relatively decent condition. It's not the best. I was kind of mean to this every now and then. I'd take it and chuck it somewhere, and that wouldn't do. The other one on this one, this is the other style grease. You pump grease into that. And with your air tools especially, just oil them. Oil them, oil them, oil them. Having rebuilt tons of air tools, I'm pro over-oiling air tools unless you're in a situation where if the oil sprays out, it's going to be bad. Another one, handle stayed together and pretty clean. Now these two hammers, let's see here. There we go. Obviously, this hammer has been rehandled. Maybe not obviously, but this is an unsealed replacement handle, and it is, it's not bad, but these are never really gonna clean up all the way once you get grease in them because it's unsealed wood. This one is a Craftsman hammer that I've had for about 25 years. It was one of the first ones I bought myself when I needed something smaller than the 2-pound that had been handed down to me. And it's got a nice sealed handle, so it cleans up a little bit better. Hell, the stickers haven't even years of using and wiping and cleaning, and the stickers are still stuck to the wood. You know, probably a lot of that is from me never taking them off, so they're now perma-glued in there with half a dozen other chemicals. But, you know, sorry about that. I've gotten good life expectancy and good use out of all these tools. Oh, sorry, tripped over my own tripod. I've gotten good life expectancy and use out of these tools because I take care of them. Now, with like power tools, you know, these vent holes and stuff like that, you want to blow these out every so often. They don't need to be, you know, I got paint on here, but you do need to blow these out every so often. They'll build up with a lot of goop and stuff, and I mean, I don't know if I can get it in focus. Like, I haven't torn this apart and detail cleaned it, but I do take the blow nozzle to it every so often, just to keep it in place. And that's it. Hold on a second. Okay, so like I was saying, you just gotta clean this stuff up. They last longer, they look better, it makes you look more professional when you're doing it, and you know, I don't know. Those are all the pros I can tell you about cleaning your tools. And like I say, based on the comments from that one short, either sarcasm is completely and totally lost on a generation of people, or nobody cleans their tools anymore. I don't get it. I use, like I mentioned earlier, sometimes I use brake clean. That's generally on the full polish stuff. On anything that's got like a soft grip handle or something along those lines, screwdrivers, things of that nature, I generally use glass cleaner. You know, Windex or whatever you got, just glass cleaner and a rag. Those Gojo hand towel things, the hand wipes, come in a bucket. I've used other brands, not just Gojo specifically. That's the one that comes to mind. Those make great tool scrubbies. I got just enough grit on them. Kind of gets stuff done. The other thing that I will use frequently, and I guess it's more preventative than cleaning, I use WD-40. Spray it, wipe it, and I like to have a film of WD-40 on a lot of my stuff, especially my full chrome stuff. It may not make a hill of beans a difference, but it feels like it does to me, so I do it. And so yeah, you know, you got brake clean, glass cleaner, hand wipe towels. All right, sorry about that. We got an unexpected pausing, but yeah. So it doesn't take a whole lot. It's just something you should do. And again, especially if you're in a shop, it can make you. You know, you need to be presented well. And if you're going to like somebody's house, if you're in one of the trades where you're going out, plumbers, electricians, carpenters, you know, everyone understands a certain level of you know, damage, for lack of a better word. But if your stuff always looks like you're just treating it poorly and have no regard for it, it's going to come across bad. Same thing with how you're dressed. Yes, you might need to put on dirty clothes to do your job, or clothes that can get filthy, or you might get filthy. And sometimes we have to go out in public like that, and that's fine. But if you're presenting yourself to a customer, you want to put your best foot forward. You know, we're a visual species, and if you're not looking the best, people get all funky about it. And, you know, it's what it is. It's the harsh truth of life. But clean your tools. Don't let them get all trashy and nasty. They'll last you longer. They'll look better. They'll make you look more professional. And everybody's overall just positives. So get out, have fun, have a nice day, and go do something you like.